What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I get into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, to go over some of these highlights, we have a first look at the J Balvin Air Jordan 3, as well as the Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments. Now, from Nike, we only have a few things. However, one of those is that the Nike LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles will return during 2024. Now, I know they were expected to debut in 2022, but I'm going to go over that later on in the video. And we have a first look at the Travis Scott Nike Mac Attack. Also featured in this video is two things from ADIDAS and one thing from Converse. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. I'm sure a good amount of people will pass on this shoe. However, I'm definitely going after them. This is the Fragment Design Converse Weapon. Hiroshi Fujiwara wore this shoe as a child. They originally dropped in 1986. You may remember commercials or highlights of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and so many others wearing this shoe. But for this pair, they come dressed in a white, sport royal, and black color combination. Constructed with leather throughout, white lands on the base, black hits the overlays and laces. Highlighting the shoes, we have royal blue on the ankle, branding on the panels, tongue labels, and heels. Fragment's lightning bolt logos are on the lower lateral heel, and we also have an aged like midsole. Finishing the look is co-branding on the insoles and a black rubber outsole. So if you want to grab this pair, they drop May 11th. The retail price will be $140. You can grab them on Converse.com as well as the Sneakers app. On December 9th, 2004, Tracy McGrady scored 13 points in 33 seconds. This was a game against the San Antonio Spurs, and during that historic moment, it helped his Houston Rockets pull off a W. ADIDAS will pay tribute to that moment with a special T-Mac 5 colorway. This pair comes highlighted with silver metallic and black throughout. We have silver metallic across the upper, black nubuck on the midfoot straps, and a gloss overlay on the toe. Next, his number 1 lands on the heels. 13/33 is embossed on the tongues for the number of points he scored in 33 seconds. And we also have wood grain details on the heels and shank plate for the hardwood floors of the Toyota Center. Finishing the look is a gray and black rubber outsole. So at the time of recording, they have dropped overseas. However, there isn't a stateside release date just yet, but the retail price is $160. Once I have more information, I'll make sure to let you guys know. In one of the previous videos, I talked about the ADIDAS Top 10 2010 making a return. This shoe was originally worn by Kobe Bryant during his rookie season, and now we have a look at 3 upcoming colorways. Part of the ADIDAS 96 Feet You Wear campaign, which is said to be an extension of the player's feet. We have one pair that comes dressed in white and black. The second comes in a Lakers theme, and then the third pair features black and white. All 3 will come constructed with mesh and leather on the upper, bold webbing stripes, and 3 stripes branding that extends to the heels. Finishing the look, we have Freddy the Foot logos on the heels. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a release date for any of the 3. They are expected to debut soon, and the retail price will be $150. In 2022, NOCTA released several color options of the Nike Hot Step Air Terra. One of the pairs that was previewed by Drake is the Snakeskin edition, and now it looks like a release is coming this summer. Thanks to DJ Khaled, we now have new photos, and this pair comes dressed in a light bone, cobblestone, and gum light brown color combination. As you can see, the highlight of this pair is the snakeskin print across the upper, which also lands on the tongues. Both G-Tech and NOCTA branding land on the heels with 3M reflective throughout. Co-branding is also placed on the insoles, and Cell lands on the midsole. Finishing the look is a gum rubber outsole. Unfortunately, at the time of recording, we don't have a specific release date. They are expected to debut this summer, and the retail price will be $180. I believe it was last year when I announced that the Nike Mac Attack would be making a return in 2023. The shoes were worn by John McEnroe, and at that time I knew that there was going to be the return of the OG pair and a special collaboration with Social Status. So we've seen the Social Status, which will be a handful of colorways, and we've also previewed the OG pair. But now it looks like Travis Scott could be dropping his own Mac Attack. Now, it isn't confirmed at the time of recording. I'm trying to ask around to see if this pair is actually releasing or if it was made exclusively for Travis. And he was spotted wearing the shoes during an event at 11 Miami. And his pair comes similar to the original pair, consisting of gray and black. However, there is a few differences. One of the biggest one, obviously, is the backward swoosh on the panels. And from these photos, the checkerboard label on the tongue, it looks to be purple and black. The OG is black and blue. It could be a black light or some sort of lighting issue also. But what's not a lighting issue is obviously the backward swoosh. Other details includes a white midsole and a gray rubber outsole. So this is just the first look. Unfortunately, I don't have confirmation if they're releasing just yet. I will ask around. If I'm able to find out before I get this video done with, I'll put a caption of some sort or a title on the screen about now. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Nike should drop them or keep them an exclusive to Travis? In March of 2022, I broke the news that the Nike LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles would make a return during holiday 2022. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They were scheduled, and unfortunately, the release was delayed. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments asking about when the shoes are going to release, and unfortunately, during the time, I didn't have any additional information. That has changed. I finally have a new update, and I was informed by my sources that the shoes will finally make a return during spring 2024. So, the shoes will feature a white, true red, mean green, and varsity purple color combination. What makes this pair so special is that it was a player exclusive for LeBron James back in 2006. It never released to the public, and the shoes are inspired by his favorite cereal. Now, in 2022, you may have remembered that Nike also released the Dunk Low. It was supposed to release alongside each other around the same time. I'm not sure if they're going to release another shoe in connection with the LeBron 4, like another Fruity Pebbles, but for now, we have spring 2024. Also, the images you're looking at is not the 2024 release, it is the pair from 2006. And if you guys have been waiting for it, the retail price is $250. For those who golf who watch the channel, we have a new upcoming Air Jordan 6 Low Golf. This pair is known as Chrome. Now, it resembles that of the Chrome Air Jordan 6 that returned back in 2022. However, there are some changes. It could be the images, but the biggest change to me would be the upper, the black used. It doesn't seem as dark, almost like it's an anthracite. Also, it has some speckled detailing on the midsole. Kind of reminds me of an Oreo-like theme. But this pair comes just in a black, metallic silver, chrome, and wolf gray color combination, utilizing black nubuck on the upper and chrome detailing on the lace locks and heel tabs. Next, we have the Jumpman Golf branding on the insoles with gray and speckled details on the midsole. Finishing the look is an icy translucent outsole that's ready for the golf course. So, we don't have a release date, however, they are expected to debut this month, and the retail price will be $220. Quick update on the Air Jordan 5 SE Craft in light Orewood brown. Now, originally the shoes were scheduled to debut on June 17th. There was a few release calendars that I saw that the release was pushed forward to May 17th. However, I didn't have the confirmation, so I believe that those release calendars were incorrect. However, we did receive some new information. Actually, somebody in the comments of the last video told me to check the Sneakers app out, and they are currently scheduled to release on May 17th. So I wanted to correct what I said in the last video and give you guys a heads up. The retail price will be $210. They will be available in men's and grade school sizing. A couple weeks back, we received a first look at the Air Jordan 4 Cacao Wow. I believe the images were in either preschool or toddler sizing. However, we now have a first look of the grade school pair. And for those that don't know, they're going to release in only grade school sizing and down. They won't be available in adult sizing. So the shoes feature a Cacao Wow, Geotil, L Brown, Twine, Cell, and luminous green color combination. Constructed with suede leather and hemp, which gives them somewhat of a premium look. Both shades of dark and light tan land on most of the upper, and then we have green on the eye stays, liner, insoles, and Jumpman on the tongues and heels. White runs across the midsole with teal speckled detailing, with more white on the laces, netting on the tongue and panels, and winged eyelets. Finishing the look is a mostly gum rubber outsole. This is definitely not a bad shoe. I believe Jordan Brand could have released these in adult sizing, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case, and they're currently scheduled to release on September 12th, and the retail price will be $150. Some new images of the Air Jordan 5 Burgundy recently popped up. Jordan Brand also officially unveiled the shoes during their Sneakers Live. In my opinion, typically, whenever they bring a shoe back from 2006, the overall look is just bad. It's the shape, the colors, all that stuff. For the Air Jordan 5 Burgundy, these actually look good. I'm a bit surprised how well they did. Again, it's going to be hit or miss as far as the craftsmanship just because they're going to be mass produced. But other than that, we have the release details since we've gone over the shoes quite a few times already. I didn't want to take up too much of your time on them, but they are scheduled to release on September 9th, and the retail price will be $225. They're also expected to release in full family sizing, which I think is a good thing, but let me know if you plan on picking them up when they drop down in the comment section below. Jordan Brand will have another K54 collection for 2023. For those that don't know, it is a street ball tournament that takes place on July 1st and 2nd in Paris, and this year will celebrate the 20th anniversary. One of the pairs dropping is the Air Jordan 1 Low K54, and there will be some matching apparel. This pair comes dressed in a white, black, university red, classic green, and cell color combination. Constructed with leather on the base, we have suede overlays and mesh on the tongues. White covers the panels. The toes and heels are mismatched, consisting of red and green. And then we have black on the swoosh logos, overlays, tongues, laces, and liner. We have the Jumpman and K54 logos on the tongues, while the heels display the wings and another K54 logo. Other details includes a unique graphic on the insoles, a cell midsole, and a red rubber outsole. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut later this year, and the retail price will be $120. The Sneakers Live also showed off the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Red Cement, and in the last video I showcased the first look. However, it wasn't the best look, and even with the Sneakers app live, it still wasn't the best look. We had a few different angles, but recently we received some product shots of the shoes in grade school and preschool sizing. I'm not going to show the preschool, I will show the grade school, and this is just to give you guys an overall look, what to expect, since it has pretty much every angle covered. And if you missed my last video, basically this shoe is a combination of the white cement Air Jordan 4 and the fire red Air Jordan 3. A lot of people ask, why doesn't Jordan Brand just bring back the white cement Air Jordan 4? And honestly, I agree with that. Just bring those back. I believe that shoe last released in 2016. They did have Nike Air on the Hill back then, but I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate another drop. And who knows, maybe we see them drop in 2024, but I haven't heard any confirmation on that yet. Now, the release date is scheduled for August 12th. They will be available in full family sizing, and the retail price will be $210. Now, these look nice. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. They pretty much look identical to the Photoshop that was going around months back, and we finally have a first look at the shoes. So, this pair is inspired by the pair MJ wore during a UNC alumni game that was played on June 28th, 1987. They come dressed in a white, university blue, and cement gray color combination, featuring white across the base, constructed with leather. University blue lands on the wings logo, liner, heel, and the piping. Finishing the look is cement gray, white, and university blue on the rubber outsole. I think a lot of OG heads will plan on picking these up. I know I plan on grabbing them, and they're currently scheduled to release on July 22nd. The retail price on the Sneakers Live said it was $160. However, I originally had it down for $150, so I'm hoping that it was a mistake on their part. But I'll have to check around to make sure what the real retail price is. Also, they will be available in men's and grade school sizing. One shoe that the Sneakers Live officially gave us a first look at is the Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments. Now, this shoe is inspired by a special time in 1989 known as the Shot, which Jordan hit against the Cleveland Cavaliers, specifically Craig Elo. And this shoe is a women's exclusive release, and it comes dressed in light iron ore, cell, neutral gray, black, and metallic silver. Whenever they have a frozen moment or cemented in history for the LeBron shoe, it's all gray. So that's why we have a lot of gray going on here. They feature gray across most of the upper, while metallic silver lands on the wing eyelets and Jumpman on the heels. Cell is applied to the midsole, and we also have a gray rubber outsole. Other details includes a glossy overlay around the toe box, and each pair will come with a special hang tag. So apparently these won't be available in extended women's sizing, so they'll only go up to a size 10.5 in men's, and they're currently scheduled to release on August 26th. The retail price will be $225. Shortly after information came out about the J Balvin Air Jordan 3, we finally have a first look. Now, this is said to be the pair releasing at retailers later this year, and J Balvin was spotted wearing the shoes at the Miami Grand Prix for his birthday. From the photos, it looks like overall it has somewhat of an aged look. On a side note, there is a possibility that the upper on the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 could wear away. This could be where the color description plays into it, which is listed as just multicolor, multicolor, multicolor. One thing I do like is the raw edges that it features throughout. Also, the elephant print looks faded, but the shoes also feature gradient across the midsole and heel tabs. And speaking of the heel tabs, the right shoe will feature J Balvin's face logo, and then the left shoe will have Nike Air branding. Along with the shoes, a 9-piece apparel collection is also expected to release, and currently the release date is September 2nd, and we don't have a retail price just yet. Also, they will be available in full family sizing. I like the vintage look to it. They do kind of remind me of the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3. The only thing I didn't like about the A Ma Maniére was that it didn't have elephant print. It was all gray. And for this shoe, I like that it actually has elephant print. I'm not a huge fan of the gradient looks, but I'll probably wait to give my official opinion until we get more images. But let me know your thoughts down below. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you got a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. I'm anticipating another video to drop this week, possibly on Thursday, maybe Friday. And I'm also going to work on a short, see how that goes. I know a lot of people are telling me I need to make shorts, so we're going to try that out. But like always, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.